Hey everybody, my name is Hannah Brown. I worked at Summer Venture Camp for 6 years now, and I also just worked at Wildcat Care for this past year before the schools were shut down. So I may be a familiar face to some of you guys. I hope I am. So today I just wanted to kind of teach you guys some cool bracelets that I have been making for the past couple years. I learned them at camp, and there's only 2 of them. They're pretty easy to do, so I have my trusty phone holder here to teach you guys that will hold my phone so you guys can see what my hands are doing. And yeah. The first one is a little bit trickier, so that's why I'm doing that one first. The second one isn't really that bad. The first one does take a shorter amount of time. I already have both of them started, so you can kind of see what the pattern is, and I'll walk you through the steps of how to make them. So I'm going to put this in here. Like this. There we go. Perfect. Alright, so the first one, not this one, is this fun little guy I made. So first out, when you do start, you're going to need 5 different pieces of string. As you can see, I have different colors. You can use whatever colors you want. I just picked my favorites, as you can see. And then you're going to take both ends of the string and you're going to put them together and then tie them at the tips. Just like this. Okay. I hope that's not too confusing. I was just trying to save a little bit of time. But, okay. So, pretend I did not start it yet. So your string would look like this when it's tied properly, with little loops at the bottom. Okay? Okay. So disregard this part. I just wanted you guys to see what it would look like when it's done. So then you're going to take a piece of duct tape. I like pink, as you can tell. And you're going to duct tape the top so it does not go anywhere. I'm going to move this up a little bit so you can see my fingers. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Maybe a little bit further. Okay. Oops. Okay. So you're going to take the strings and you're going to separate them into each finger just like this. Okay. So I have 3 strings on one hand, and I'm going to have my 2 other strings on the other. So ideally, your ring finger on one hand should be free, and that just so happens to be my actual ring finger. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to take the finger that is not being used by the string, and you're going to go up on the purple string, so the bottom one on your right hand, up on the blue string, so now both of those strings are on that ring finger, and you're going to go up and around that tip finger and pull it off, and you're going to tighten it. Okay, so now I have 3 strings on my left hand now that I used to only have 2 on, and I have 2 on my right. Okay, so as you can see, I already moved the strings up. They used to look like this. It's just a habit. I'm so used to doing this. So you're just going to take and move the string up just like that. Okay, and now you're going to do the same thing but with this hand. So you're going to go up on the yellow string, up on the white string, and then up and around and pull that blue string through and then tighten it. Okay, and then same thing. So I did it again. My strings were like this, okay, on my left hand, and now you're just going to move them up because you always want that ring finger to be empty. Okay, so now same thing, blue, purple, up and around, pull that dark blue off of your finger. Okay, and then tighten it, tighten it, tighten it, just like that. And then same thing. So basically you're just repeating your steps over and over again. I hope this is a good visual field for you guys. I figure this might be a little bit better than having the camera so far away. So again, I'm just going to go really slow one last time. So you're going to go up on the bottom string, up on the middle string, see how the strings are still on my fingers, and then while still having that blue and white string on my finger, I'm going to go up and around, and I'm going to pull that purple finger right off like that and tighten it. Okay? And if I just keep going, I'll do a couple more so you guys can see the new pattern that I'm making. Obviously with this bracelet, it's something you don't want to stop, or else you're going to lose that pattern that you're making. I did stop because I started it a little bit earlier so you guys could see what it looked like. So there is going to be that a little bit of difference with starting the new pattern, but it'll still be the same V or arrow shape that we have. It's just going to be in a different pattern of colors. Okay, I think that's good. So if I take it off the duct tape, oops, without pulling off my pictures. So here is the top that I did before I started this video, and then you can see right here is kind of where I started over, and those were just the last couple I did in the last couple minutes of starting this video. So if you guys would just, if you keep going, you can have a nice long bracelet. As you can see, I still have quite a bit of string left, which if I would finish this bracelet, it would probably take me about 10 minutes to get through the rest of the string. Maybe a little less, depending how fast I go, or if I watch TV or not while doing it. So when you decide that you're done, all you're going to do is take the string at the bottom, and you're going to make a loop, knot it, pull it through the loop just like that. Try to get all that string in there. And then I just try to take it to the tippy end, just like that, so none of my arrows at the bottom get loose. Okay? And then if you think that's good, you can just cut the bottom, and then you got yourself a bracelet. So that's the first one that I do. The second one is probably my favorite, if I can find it. Where did it go? Oh, it was hanging on my pants the whole time. Okay, so the second one is this spiral shape that I love. It's so fun, it looks so cool, it feels cool, it's all textury. And I chose maroon and white and black. Go Mechanicsburg. So this one's very simple. So I'm gonna go and back to my maroon color. So first I'm gonna start by taping the top, because we don't want the string to move. And then you need a second piece of duct tape, and you're gonna duct tape down the string colors that you aren't using. So because I'm using maroon, I'm gonna duct tape black and white to my desk, just like that. Okay, and this is really simple. For the spiral, all you're gonna do is make a 4, just like that. Okay, you see the 4 shape, and you're gonna take this side of the string, and you're gonna go underneath, and you're gonna pull it through, just like that. So it's kind of like a loop, not quite a knot, but it will make a knot. And you're gonna pull it nice and tight like that. So if I keep going, I'm gonna pull through again and knot it. Keep going, make that 4 under the loop, pull through and knot it. So if you keep going the same direction, you're gonna get this spiral effect that I have up here from beforehand. However, if you switch and you go this way and you pull it under just like this. Whoops. Yep. And you knot it like this. I'm not going to because I like my spiral. Then that will just make one straight line of knots going down. So you won't have that spiral effect. You'll just have a line pretty much, which is cool. I don't mind doing that, but I really do like my spiral. So I'm going to keep going the same direction a couple more times. Keep going with the 4. Pull that thread under and pull it nice and tight. Okay, I'm going to take this off. So as you get quicker with it, I don't like to use the tape. I just kind of like to hold it. And so I make the 4 with my fingers, and then I use my middle finger to hold up the string and pull like that. So I keep going the same direction, but it's just a little bit quicker for me. But please don't feel like you have to do it this way. You can keep doing the 4 with the duct tape, that's fine. I've been doing this for like 6 years now. So I've just kind of gotten my own rhythm, and this just kind of helps me finish it quicker. And there goes my string. Also, a fun fact is if you learn how to do this bracelet making technique and you get pretty good at it, get pretty fast at it, this is the same pattern you use to make a hair wrap. The only difference is when you make this bracelet in someone else's hair, the middle part is going to be the hair, and you're going to be making the bracelet around the hair. I have done this a bunch of times at summer adventure camp. Actually, the kids love getting hair wraps. Obviously, I get approval from their parents, and it looks just as great as what you get at the beach. It's also a lot cheaper because you're not paying $25 per inch basically to get your hair wrapped. You're only using your own string, and in my opinion, it looks just as great. So as you can see, we're kind of getting somewhere with this maroon, and as you keep on going, it does take a little bit more time than the other one because you got to make these individual knots, and it's very fine motor skills. But as you think, if you're getting to the end of a color, an easy way to check to make sure all your colors are the same length is to go to the very end of your string. Excuse my nails, I really need a manicure. And just to see how long your string is, okay? So because my maroon is my first color I started with, it's going to be a lot longer than the other two because I haven't used them yet. But as you can see, the white and the black do match. Pretty much the same length, even though I use them. So you can tell that these two are basically the same length because the string is the same length. So if I start with the white next, I'm going to do the white until it matches the length of the maroon string, and then so on with the black. So I only did a couple, but as you can see, there's that still spiral effect. It matches up with the rest of the bracelet, and it's just really cute, really tight, really clean. It makes a great summer bracelet because it doesn't really unfold that well. You can swim, it'll last all summer. Mine in the past have, I had to cut them off. So yeah, those are my bracelets. I hope you guys enjoyed my video. I hope this little technique thingy helped you guys see what I was doing. If you have any questions, hopefully you don't, but I can possibly provide my email if you need. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy this bracelet making. Have fun, be safe, try new things in this quarantine. See you guys.